Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the Atara experience. I'm trying to show my face for those who are watching on YouTube, where we don't just talk about healing, we walk it out together. It's Wellness Wednesday, the first Wednesday of May, and today we begin something intentional that I really want you to hear me. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, but for many of us, this isn't just awareness. This is lived experience, and this is survival. This is learning how to breathe again in spaces that once tried to break us. So whatever and wherever you are right now, take a deep breath. Come on, inhale and exhale the noise because you made it here. And that matters. It really does. It matters. That means what I do, touching something I don't need to be touching. This is survival. This is learning how to breathe again in spaces that once tried to break us. So wherever you are, once again, breathe. Nothing else really matters if you're not breathing. So let's be honest. Mental health is not a trend. Just because we have this acknowledgement for once a month, some of us and most of us who suffer in silence know that it goes beyond. But we're going to continue to try to break some barriers, the stigmas, because it's not a hashtag. It's not something we only talk about when it's convenient. And for many women, especially those who have carried trauma, responsibility, and silence, mental health is something we've had to navigate quietly, smiling on the outside while breaking on the inside. And I want to say this with all clearly, hear me. I want to say this. You are not weak for needing space. You are not broken for needing healing. You are not behind because you're still processing. You are human, and healing takes intention. This month, I'm going to walk you through something deeper. Not just encouragement, but structure. Not just inspiration, but transformation. We're going to begin unpacking what I call the Atara framework. Just give you a dose of it. A is for advocacy. T is for transformation. A is for awareness. R is for resilience. And A is for action. Each week, we're going to build on this because healing is not random. Healing is intentional. And we want to be intentional with our time because we can't get it back. And you deserve a process that honors your journey. And if you're ready to go deeper right now, I've created resources to walk you through this journey. This is not just a story. This is a survival in real time. And the companion guide after the breaking, the healing guide from surviving to thriving, this is where the work begins. I'm so excited for what we have available to us. This is where the work begins. Because surviving is not the final destination. Thriving is. It really is, because you deserve to live a trauma-free life. What does that look like? These are available for you to begin to find out how. And they are here to support your healing step by step. This is my revised book of Damaged Goods, My Journey. I had the opportunity to sit still and actually clean up some of the things that I just was raw and authentic in my first book, punctuation, grammar, of having someone to help me. And I was inspired really to sit down to tell my story on how did I heal going from survival to thriving. And this book is now available on Stan Store, STAN Store, at Tattoo Your, not in the search box, put Tattoo Your Wellbeing, and Tattoo is TATU, Your Wellbeing. And you will be able to get the ebook of After the Breaking, I Survived What Tried to Kill Me, and the Healing Guide book is After the Breaking, From Surviving to Thriving, is also on the ebook is also on Stan Store, and it's going for a bundle special for this month. A bundle special for $37.99. You can get these two with a bonus of the Healing Experience ebook that goes along with this book here. There are stages to the book that I want you to be introduced to in a particular order, because it allows you to see and witness someone else. Then the guidebook gets you to now take excerpts from some of the chapters of this book and allow you to now reflect on yourself and see how your healing needs to be looked at and examined and made aware, and to be touched in a way that it be intentional to be healed. So we're going to definitely do this step by step, and we're not going to rush you at the stages or levels that you are on. You are welcome to be on your healing journey of what you can handle at the pace that you may want. These are but these are books at the level that has been created to allow you to move at your own pace. This is not a read-through book. Let me be clear. This book is not to be just, let me read from, I can get through it, I read it. This is to actually allow you to sit and process and reflect. How are these pages making you feel? Because it may trigger certain things after reading it. So there's disclaimers in how to read these books so you can take care of yourself while you're in the process of healing. Because the healing is the important part that we want to make sure that it is always a priority. It's not second, third, fourth. It's a first priority. Your well-being is a first priority. So this is not a read-through book. This is a take your time, self-pace, and allow yourself to reflect and to heal and to unpack. Healing doesn't always come through, words, and sometimes it comes through what we create. And through Atara's Visual Storytelling, I've been able to express healing through photography, which is something that has allowed me to use it for therapy. Photography, art, real life narratives, and I'm excited to share a lot of my artwork has officially been accepted into the People's Artist Competition. This means so much because it represents not just creativity, but purpose. And I need your support. This is where you all get a chance to participate and help by voting. Voting is daily, and every vote helps amplify a story of healing, resilience, and transformation. Now, look, when I took these photographs that I shared on my page for the competition, I was already sitting back in a grieving space because of what the tornado that hit St. Louis on May 16th, 2025, it really devastated us to see our city get hit in a way to where it looked like it was a movie. It didn't look like it was real, but we were in the ground zero of watching people's homes be no longer there, not able to really be livable, and debris everywhere, and lives were lost, and some things that are approaching with us now is something to pay attention to those who are survivors of that horrific situation that took place, that disaster. Yes, it can be Mother Nature at its best, but God makes no mistake to want to help and restore his people. I'm a woman of faith, and I know there are a lot of things that is uncertain to why things are happening and how can we see ourselves moving forward. I just say give yourself time. It is not easy to heal when you're in it and haven't gained any real acceptance. If you don't accept it, it'd be hard to move forward. I know this in a different light in aspects of my life of suffering with depression and suffering from post-traumatic stress and suffering from just the act of what happened to me to get me in that situation that I survived through. So just know that we may not relate of certain adversities, but humanly, I can feel empathy, sympathy in a way of being a human to another human. I might not can relate every step of the way, just like you might not be able to relate every step of the way, but you feel it somehow. And I feel a lot of heartache and grief in the city of St. Louis that had gone through, and we're still going through. We're still going through. It has not stopped. It hasn't. People everywhere around the world has moved on, but we're still in the midst of restoring. So I'm inviting you not just to support me, but to support the message behind the art. It is called Sanctuary Expose. It's one of my photos, documentary photos that is out there for the People Artist Award, and also After the Warning is the other photo. I didn't put a lot of my work out there because everything has a meaning and everything has a time to share. And I didn't think to oversaturate the message that is still so sensitive for many of us. So the artwork is on peoplesartist.org by Johnny Depp. This first phase of competition goes on until May 14th. After May 14th, if I have been selected to move up to the next phase, we continue on to continue getting more and more votes. I just count it all joy just to be accepted in the number. And last time I checked, I went from 3rd place to 7th place. So later on this evening, I'm going to figure out where I end up at. But wherever I end up at, I still want God to get the glory and the praise from what he has given me. And that's this creative eye to have visual and to tell a story from what I see and give voice to the voiceless. And I get a chance to represent my Atara healing art hat. Yes. I'm trying not to have my face, but when you have your logo and everything, you're just trying to be showing like you got some merch. Yeah, I have some merchandise that's coming forth that is going to be on display, which is going to raise awareness to a lot of keeping women's crown and purpose. I have a lot of things that is taking place in the month of May. One being a special elevation for me, just to let you all know. I am being elevated, licensed, and ordained as an evangelist. I get my minister's license to evangelize, which I gotta say, just to say this, I've been doing this forever, evangelizing, and to be able to be acknowledged now with documentation, it only solidifies the work that now when much is given, much is required. So you're just filled with like, I really got an assignment to be out here to do God's business. So the paperwork solidifies to be in the spaces internationally, reaching men and women from around the world, communities, to help them to be children built up being disciples for God. That is our purpose, is to build disciples for God's kingdom. And I wouldn't want to do anything else. I mean, I have other jobs, but that is my main job, that I'm here to make sure souls are saved before they leave here. It's like having insurance. Are you insured? Do you have insurance? Do you know where you're going to go when you leave here? And we don't think about it. I used to grieve really, really. I don't know why I'm getting on this, but I'm going to say I don't do well with funerals. I know we all will transition from this earth body one day, but I've always had an issue dealing with the death of anyone. It really doesn't have to. I mean, if they're closer to you, it hurts more because you know them. But I am such a connector to people that I'm very sensitive when I hear that someone has passed on. Rather it's tragic, rather it's cancer or some type of illness. Any level of passing is hard for me. I don't think that with me getting in this ministry, I know my calling, and I don't think that I would be fit to be an officiant over the funeral. I would be a mess. I don't think nobody want me to be sitting up there trying to send their loved one home, and I'm over here in just a disarray. I'm supposed to be professional, but I can honestly say I know when that is not my gift. I will say this, it's not my gift, but if God put it before me, I will have to find the strength to do it. But it's not my gift. So I'm going to say, Lord, you can bypass me with that. Give it to somebody who is able to do those things. But I'm being elevated as an evangelist. Memorial Day weekend, that Friday, I'm excited for those things that are taking place that I said yes to. Last year, I was rebaptized last year, this time of, when was it? September, actually. September 20, it was just September. I don't remember the date. 21st. I was baptized. And the rebirth that happened in September, it changed my life. It really did. And after being led to do the baptism, I was led to really get serious about my walk with God when I say get serious, wasn't that I was serious, but really rededicating myself to be all in when it comes to the things of God and his people. And coming up on May 22nd, not even a full year from me getting baptized, I am being licensed and ordained. I already had my license as a minister years ago, but now I've been elevated up to walk as an evangelist in this area of my life and other gifts that will be taking place. Wow. I just can't believe it. Time has gone by and I dedicated all my study time and sacrifice to really be where I need to be. So I will be studying so much so I can pass my test. Got to pass the test in order to graduate. But I'm thankful for God being the center of my joy. I'm thankful to God for teaching me how to study his word, to find my own self-love. So just know it all came with healing. It really did. But going back to one of the pieces I want you to experience is that Sanctuary Exposed documentary photo series. This is, like I said, this project is deeply personal. And I know that there's going to be a lot of other testimonies shared, but I launched my video and my single photo out early just to get a head start to let people know that God is here to restore you. Yeah, it looks devastating. It looks like it's bleak, like nothing is going to turn around, but it is turning around for our good. It captures the voices, the realities, and the resilience that the tornado survivors right here in St. Louis has gone through. And as we approach the anniversary of that day, we remember that many families' lives changed in an instant, second. It was so much loss and so much displacement and uncertainty. People will never, hear me, they will never, ever be the same. And this is why awareness matters, not just mental health awareness, but community awareness. Because healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens in community. We cannot heal by ourselves. We can't. I tried it, but it made me lose time, lose gatherings, lose socially because I was staying off to myself once upon a time because I was grieving. I was oppressed. I was depressed and I was scared. So be mindful of people, of what they don't even share. You know, we can ask someone, how are you doing now that is gone? It could come with an answer, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. So let's pray and keep prayer ahead of our lives and for one another and just being mindful. Now, to every woman listening, you've been strong for a long time and you've held things together. And everything inside of you wanted to fall apart. But this month, I want to challenge you to do something different. Choose you. Choose you. Choose your healing. Choose your boundaries. Choose your peace. I need you to choose you. You don't have to carry everything alone anymore. Everything alone anymore. This is your season to reset, to reflect, and to rise. If I didn't have this bad hair day, this hat would not be on because it's making me itchy because I need to get my hair done. I'm talking out loud because I didn't want my hair to look a mess. But this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We're building something this month, my God, and I want you to stay with me on this journey. Stay close by me on this journey. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and share this with another woman who needs it. I know it's someone that you know that needs it, because healing is not meant to be hidden. It's meant to be lived. Yeah, it is. You've been hiding it, you're not healing. If you live in it, it's going to show. And no matter what you've been through, you can still shine anyway. Shine, 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 shine anyway. Well, look, grab your books. I don't have the other book yet. I'm ordering it. But you can get your ebook copy on Stan. Go in the search box and put tattoo, T-A-T-U, your well-being. Or you can get the paperback, and you can get that on Amazon. It's available on Amazon to get your paperback. There's something that's going to come up now I'm still getting ready for my wedding, for those who did not know. So I'm trying not to stretch myself thin by doing this, but I have to stay in tune to the followers and those who I am assigned to make sure that they make it to the other side to thrive in their lives. So I am going to be mindful of your time as well as allowing me to be mindful of my time. And we will definitely move forward with the Atara experience. We are getting ready towards where we at? July, the end of July or August. There's going to be a workbook that's coming forth that goes along, that follows behind the healing guidebook. There will be a tattoo workbook. Tattoo stands for Thriving After Trauma Unashamed. I did mention to you about the different merchandise that's going to be available soon for order. I will be touching on a lot of different advocacy opportunities that you all can help support. One of the advocacies, I need you to cast a vote to people's artists. That's your advocacy. That's a call to action that I really need you to do every day. Same time, you can just vote your one free vote that's on there. Cast your vote and get me to be at a place my purpose, because what I desire to do most let me see if I can read to you what my goals are. I would say voting for me. Y'all got to vote for me because I'm steady declining in my numbers. They ask me, what is your favorite type of art to create? One of my favorite type of art to create is a documentary photograph, and it's photography because it captures real moments, what exposes what remains and what we're called to rebuild. It allows me to tell stories that are honest, emotional, and rooted in truth. Where do you find inspiration? Well, I find inspiration in real life. Moments of exposure, resilience, and rebuilding, and lived experiences shaped my documentary photography. The environments around me, the stories people carry, but don't always have words for. I enjoy flying my drone. My drone gives me that aerial view from the higher up. I enjoy capturing stillness and movement and putting a voice to it. And the question of this peoplesartists.org, and you put my name in, Atara Estes, what would you do with the $25,000? Let me tell you what I would do. I'd invest into expanding Atara's visual storytelling platform, scaling my custom crystal portraits and my 5D diamond art that I enjoy doing, upgrading my materials, launching healing art workshops. That's my desire. I would love to do that for our youth. I would love to do it with our adults. Our youth need something to do for the summer. I would love to be able to do healing art workshops with them. for all ages, but mainly our women, so they can learn different aspects of healing. A lot of them think that they need to be an artist, and you really do not. For how I'm going to be teaching you a form of healing through the arts. I would love to be able to build a mobile art experience on survivors' storytelling exhibits from their voice, showing them how to express, and expand my photography and photo voice projects that I enjoy doing as well. That gives me a level of advocacy to bring forth about the community's well-being, and create beginner kits so that others can express, heal, and preserve their stories through art. Like right now, I do most of it. It's out of my own pocket, unless I sell a book, unless I sell a book, take photos, make money from photos. Everything that I do is a profit business. And my profit business goes back into wanting to help the community in the needs and helping our women who need these type of healing tools to assist them through their healing process to get them where they need to be. So I am going to be giving back a whole lot. There's some other ideas I have in the horizon. We have Tattoo Safe Haven initiative to help women who are running, escaping away from their domestic violence situation, and the shelters are full to where I'm planning to partner with hotels that will allow our women to be safe and sound, and not being able to be located by no means by their predator. It's a lot of things that I do desire most to put in place, not just locally, but internationally, because I am a transformational leader, speaker, CHW strategist. CHWs mean community health worker. That is who I am. That is what I do. And I will be doing that as long as I live. I would love for you to engage with my art. You can find my art gallery online with Art2Pal. You can find my art on Art2Pal. Is Atara's Healing Art Studio on Art2Pal. And if you're needing to use my art for any of your marketing, you can find my art right now currently on Pickfair. If you want to use any of my art that I have displayed on there for your marketing in something that you're doing, it is available, being licensed to you to use in your whatever it is that you have going for yourself. I'm developing different platforms so other people can utilize my art, my arts and craft, well, not arts and crafts, but my custom art that I do with you. You get a chance to share the healing with others. I do have a desire to see my artwork be displayed in our museums as an exhibit. But I think I'm going to create an exhibit event to allow my art to be displayed so we can do a fundraiser to raise funds for our women who are needing a safe haven, because I'm not here alive for myself. I'm not here to be just living an abundant life without purpose. I do have an assignment to actually share. And I have a theme song that I will be playing to let others hear. Who is A.T.A.R.A? We're rising. We're rising together. I'm not letting anyone fall through the cracks, not on my watch. No. So I need you to commit to your healing this month. That's what I do. I need you to commit to your healing this month. I have to do it, and you have to do it, and we can do it together. You understand? I just want you to know it is all possible. I'll see you, Wednesday. I'm signing out. You have heard enough from me for these 20, 30 minutes. You've heard enough. And I hope that you will follow, like, and share. Leave a comment about the broadcast. There's so much that is happening that's going on. If I'm trying to stay on script to make sure I'm not missing anything and I throw in something else that probably wasn't in there, that's how things have been happening. I have to be flexible now with my time. I have testimonies coming in. I have offers coming in to wanting to be a part of having my book as a part of their book club. And they're doing a group meeting to go over the book to raise awareness in that aspect. That's humbling for me. That's an honor that you want to take my book and have others come together to share what are their thoughts on what they've read. And I get a chance to be a vessel, a living vessel, to help them see a whole different light that I once was damaged goods, but I've become so much more for getting up and moving forward. After the breaking, I survived what tried to kill me. I survived. And I know you can relate too. I know you can. You can relate cause you, if you think back, just think back just a little bit of things that you didn't think you would overcome. You made it. That wasn't you. That was God. We can't take credit for getting up, but what you can take credit for is that you had a strong will to live. And because you're still here in the land of the living, you give God all the praise, because without him, you wouldn't be able to do nothing. So that's my time. Stay tuned for the next time. I want to say we are empowered by grace and crowned in purpose. Be good to yourself and to one another. Be blessed.